For our mini episode 24, we're going to welcome back. We've talked, and I think we may have talked to you before, but I know that we definitely talked to someone from Disneyana before, and we wanted to welcome Nicolosa from Disneyana Fan Club. Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So we've been a part. We've done some of the events before over the years since we've had our first book, and Ken has come and spoke at different events, and I think we did one. It was like an authors panel that we did maybe 3 or 4 years ago there, which was a lot of fun.
hmm
But maybe for the people that don't know what Disneyana is, because we get a lot of new listeners all the time, and they may not have heard of this. Wanted you to kind of explain what Disneyana Fan Club is and what you do as a club.
Okay. So the Disneyana Fan Club has been around for 36 years this year.
Wow.
Um, we are dedicated to preserving the legacy of Walt Disney,
Hmm.
and we concentrate our programming to celebrating the work of people who are carrying on that vision of Walt Disney. In the beginning, 36 years ago, it included many of the people who worked with Walt firsthand,
Yeah.
and now it's people who are doing the work now who weren't around when Walt was around. Um, we put on events twice a year here in the Anaheim area, but we also have 15 chapters around the country, including one in British Columbia and
Wow.
one in Australia.
Nice.
And they carry on the love of Disney in their hometowns throughout the United States and those other two places.
Well, that's
So
great.
it's
Yeah,
been a fun ride.
for sure. We were part of we did a was it like a live stream? Ken, we did a live stream for Disneyana Dayton, Ohio, like about a month ago.
Right, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, they are a separate organization from us. They're no longer affiliated with us as an organization,
Oh, really?
but their history was as a chapter of one of our chapters. They're no
Right.
longer a chapter.
See, look what you started. You, yeah, it's. I remember the former name of this organization, right? It was people. If people are old timers listening to this podcast, they might remember the National Fantasy Fan Club, and
Right.
you know, you hear that, and what does that mean? Or there
And you
was
can
there.
imagine the phone calls I used to get on the front row.
Yeah, there's some strange phone calls. Well, there's also other organizations with the NFFC, acronym, like
Right.
farmers, stuff like that. So it was great that the name changed to Disneyana. So if you remember the old NFFC, I mean, I remember the organization going way back, and this organization puts on really wonderful events.
Mhm.
If you're any kind of Disney enthusiast, whether it's a collector or you're into the parks or the movies or whatever it is, you come to if you've never been to one of these things, you definitely need to come because this is like a homecoming to you. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for saying that. I feel the same way about it. Yeah, we've been to. I've been to. I've been with the organization since prior to its becoming incorporated as a nonprofit.
Mhm.
It's a educational nonprofit. It's not a. I always get the numbers mixed up, but anyway, that was one of the reasons Dayton, Ohio, split off from us because they wanted to be a nonprofit that you you give money to, and they give money to charities, and
All right.
you could write it off. And we're not that kind of a nonprofit,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's been a wonderful ride, and I think I've met some of the best people ever, and it is like a coming home when we have events. It truly is.
Yeah. And everyone's always so nice. Every time we've had to interact with anyone, we've been at D23 a couple of years, and I always go over and say hi to everyone at the booth, and you guys usually have a booth there.
hmm
It's just always so nice, and it feels like a small club, but it's not. But it has that small club feeling, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hmm.
I think so. Um, yeah, it's a lot of fun putting on events, and we we used to have conventions that would last almost a week.
Wow.
That's starting in 1985,
Mm-hmm.
and it usually coincide with Disneyland's birthday.
Yeah.
And we did that for till about 2000. I was just looking at the dates, like 2012, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just became financially unfeasible for us to have it that length of time. So we went to a Saturday, Sunday approach, which is what we've been doing the last few years. And that's what's coming up in September, which we're excited to have an event again.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the event that we've kind of been advertising for to help, promote, get the word out there that we're going to also be there too. But I wanted you to talk a little bit about, because we're going to be at the show and sell, but there's a lot more going on that's going to happen that day prior to that on the 11th of September. And what's going to be happening there?
Right. On Saturday, September 11th,
Mm-hmm.
we will have a series of presentations under our theme for the weekend, which is attractions, parades, and animation. And we will have presentations from about 10 o'clock to 1:30, and then there'll be a break, and then at 6 o'clock you'll come back and join us in our Disneyana Fan Club Legends Dinner, where we honor some fabulous people who made such a difference in the Disney world. And this year we're honoring Kevin Kidney and Jody Daly, who have done fantastic work along so many different venues. I mean, it's like not avenues, excuse me, not venues. Yeah. They've done fine collectibles. They've done parades. They've done all kinds of incredible stuff. And their background is so vast that we asked them specifically if they wouldn't mind doing an extra presentation for us during the day. Because usually at the dinner they're interviewed on what their career, but we wanted them to present. So they're doing something very special for us during the day. And then we're also to work on our attraction part of our day. We're having Garner Holt and Bob Gurr present.
Nice. And
Garner Holt is just a master of special effects. I always think of the dragon in Fantasmic when I think of Garner Holt.
Yeah.
But he's done so much more than that. He's worked on the overlay of Nightmare Before Christmas, Haunted Mansion, Mermaid, and so many other things. Yeah, he'll be sharing with us. So he'll do a presentation by himself, and then Bob Gurr, the master of everything that moved when Disneyland opened, he'll do a presentation also following that, and then they'll take some questions, and then they'll present together. So that should be really something special, because they do very well together. I've seen them before, and if you've never seen them, you need to come. It's a thrill, and it's very reasonable. It's $109 to register as a member, and that includes the entire day. So it's a very reasonable event, and you're going to have a great time. We'll probably have an additional speaker besides them in the morning. I'm waiting on a couple of leads for speakers, but we definitely have those 4 people committed for the daytime event.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I've seen Garner Holt and Bob Gurr do an event at Garner Holt's at his place there, where his warehouse or whatever you would call it. But yeah, they did a presentation there, and it was amazing. So I would definitely, if anyone's interested in they are able to go, I would definitely look into this. You said it's $109 for the members. How much does it cost to become a member?
It's $20. Our membership was before COVID. Our membership was $33, and then when COVID came about, we switched our newsletter to become all digital, which saved us a lot of money. So we said, we're saving a lot of money. We don't need to collect $33, so we dropped it down to $20, and it's a family membership, which means ask if you want. If they live together, just put whoever $20 in that. entitles you to come to our events at a reduced price. I think non-member price is $169.
Okay.
And we did that so that people will hopefully realize it's just simpler to join.
Right. That
And
makes sense.
$20, people. That's less than it takes to park at Disneyland.
I like
come
that.
on,
Yeah,
sign up, and come to this event. I mean, for goodness sakes, getting to see Bob Gurr and Garner Holt. I mean, come on. If you've never had the chance to see them in person do something like this, for goodness sakes, you got to be there. You got to don't pass up this opportunity if you're able to come.
And it's so up close and personal. I mean, we're talking about where you can just go up to them and talk to them, both at the presentations and at the dinner. You could bring things and ask them to sign things. I mean, it's not like going to D23 or any other place where, they keep you behind a rope and you can't have access to them. That's one of the nice things. Ours are intimate. We don't have 500 people coming. It's just a very relaxed atmosphere. And our guests enjoy coming too, because they know we treat them right, and they know how much we appreciate the work that they do. So it's a win-win for everybody.
For sure. And then the event that you also normally have for the weekend is the show and sell, and that happens on the 12th, right?
Right. And that's from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. If you're a member and you come to our event, you get to come in at 9 o'clock. If a member but you can't make it to our event, you get to come in at 9:30, and the general public gets in at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And this year we're gonna add something new. Oh, now I forgot what it's called. It's the information is just going to go out in the next few days.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to have a Disney Bound contest.
Oh.
With the topic being attractions, parades, and animation. And so and there'll be prizes for the top 3 winners, and it should be lots of fun.
Yeah.
And if that's something that interests people, I hope they'll participate. We also, the last couple of years, we started doing silent auctions during the show and sale. So we'll have that on Saturday as well.
Okay.
And with silent auctions, we always have an opportunity. We know people can't stay and the whole day, so we always have a buy it now price for people who just have to have that item and can't stay to the end of the auction. So that always has a nice array of collectibles, ranging in prices from more than reasonable to I gotta have it, so I guess I will pay that much.
Well, the show and sales. I mean, look, people. eBay's nice, but at the show and sale, you get to meet people face to face and talk with them, ask them about the items that they're selling or buying. I have fond memories going way back of show and sales. Okay, just items that you're like, ooh, look at that! I've got to have that. Stuff that's rare. I mean, and you get to actually see it. It's right there in front of you. So it's not like one of these iffy things where you're hoping that when it gets shipped to you that it's what you thought it was. No, this is where you're actually seeing it in person, and you can talk with the people who are selling it.
Right. I've been coming to these things since 1982, because I started going to the Mouse Club's show and sales in 82 and 83. And then because of the Olympics here in LA, we didn't have one in 84. So our club started in 85. And I never cease to get tired of staring at all this beautiful collectibles.
Yeah.
Even stuff I don't collect, I marvel at. Like, oh my God, if I collected that, I would have to have that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I spend the whole day walking up and down and enjoying myself.
And if you've got authors of books there, like we're going to be there, you can get your book autographed. I mean, that's
right.
You know I can't speak for other authors, but Lynn and I will personalize it if you want. If you just want our signatures, we'll just do our signatures. But if you want us to make it out to you, we'll do that. And and that's usually what you can find there. So it's your chance. You might have Amazon's nice, but hey, you get to see somebody in person, talk with the authors, get their autographs.
Right, and we often will have Disney artists. There's a lot of laid-off Disney artists who do incredible work. And so in the past, and I'm hopeful that we'll have this time too, I just don't have any names confirmed for you. We'll have some artists who, they'll bring pictures that they've drawn and from their from their own collection, things they've worked on in the past on movies, and they'll sell them. And I remember a few years ago we did our Legends dinner honoring Howard Ashman posthumously, of course, and we had people talking about him who worked with him, and one of those was Nick Raniere. And I'll never forget it. He came with this portfolio filled with his artwork, and he sheepishly asked me, because we were having an auction during the dinner also in the evening, and he said, "Do you think anybody would like to see this stuff and maybe buy it?" And I said, "Of course they will. They will buy everything you have." And so he spoke during the day, and then when the presentations were done, like around 2:00, I gave him a table, and I just said to people, "Nick Raniere will be outside in the hallway with his artwork, and check it out." Everything was sold within 45 minutes. He was astonished. And this is stuff that he's had from his career that he just, he didn't want anymore, and he got rid of it. So we've had some really good luck with inviting some artists to do that. They're happy to come, and they draw things. Sometimes they draw things in advance. Sometimes they bring things from their collectibles and portfolios, and they get, and it makes it a wonderful item for you to purchase, knowing that it's from him. I mean, he kind of does look like Lumiere. He's the artist who did Lumiere, and
nice.
he's tall and thin, kind of gangly looking. He's a really nice gentleman. Very
Lynn,
nice.
we should have some rough drafts there that we can sign, Lynn. No.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, no. I am looking forward to this event. I don't know if anybody listening could tell, but I'm looking forward to being there, and I hope that our listeners will join us, especially if they've never been before. You gotta check it out.
Yeah. Where's it going to be held this year?
It's going to be at the DoubleTree by Hilton, I believe. I keep getting it wrong. I keep wanting to say Marriott.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Yeah, it's DoubleTree by Hilton. It's in Anaheim/Orange County, so it's not on Harbor. It's on City Drive, so it's closer to where the stadium is.
Oh yeah.
And as a result, it's quieter, and there's better parking, and it's a beautiful hotel. I've stayed there many times at non-Disney functions, and it's the first time we're having this. We've had our Saturday events there, but we've never had the show and sale there. So this is a new thing for us, but we're very excited about being there. Yeah, so I hope everyone will try to come by, and if you can't make it on Saturday, come by on Sunday. It should be a lot of fun, and you'll see some fun collectibles. I do want to mention that we try to do something for charity as well as an organization, and our favorite charity in Southern California is the Ryman Arts Foundation, which provides free art education to high school students in Southern California and in LA and Orange County areas. And although you don't have to live in those counties to apply to it, and in the evening we're going to have a special auction just for them, with the funds going to them, and it's just a wonderful organization that supports new young artists.
Oh, well, that is great.
They're giving them professional training.
Great. Well, as always, we will have links on our website, and we will be mentioning this in our next few episodes to come. So people will definitely get to hear more about it. But just wanted to have you on to kind of tell it from your side and get more information that maybe we didn't know. So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to seeing you on the 12th.
Great.